my channel, Jithu Withu. Well, many people have been asking me how to solve the Pyramix Rubik's Cube. Today we're going to solve one. Let's get started. As you can see, the Pyramix Rubik's Cube is different from many other normal cubes because it's in a shape of a triangle. First, let me introduce you to the pieces of the Pyramix Rubik's Cube. So, this part of the Rubik's Cube is called the tips. There are only 4 tips in this whole Pyramix. There's one here, one here, one here, and one here. The next part I'm going to be introducing you to is the centers. The centers are located here. Don't mistakenly think these are the centers, because the centers are the ones that border the tips, like this. Well, these don't border the tips, and these are edges. So let's get started. These are going to be the rotations for this cube. So it's going to be right prime, left prime, up, and then up prime. So the first step is to solve the tips on this Rubik's Cube, like this. See, only the tips are solved. So the first step is to get the tips all on the same side. So all we have to do is twist these 3 tip pieces. So we have to get these 3 tips on the same side. So for example, these 2 tips are already on the same side, and this tip is on this side. So we want this tip over here. So we could just bring it up like that. Next, the center and tip should be aligned like this. So let's start with the second step. So we can start with the second step. And we can see 2 centers right here. And we can see 1 center right here. All we could do is take the center up without disturbing the tips. Like this. And we could do the same for the others. We could bring this up over here. So we could do this without disturbing the tips. And we could do the same for this one as well. There. We got the centers in. The next step is to have the whole yellow color solved. With also a layer over here, like this. The red layer is solved, the blue layer is solved, and the green layer is solved. The next step is to get the edges in to solve the whole yellow color. So for that, I already had 2 of my edges solved. So I unpaired the edges to show you how the cube will look like when the edges aren't solved. So we want this red and yellow piece to go right here, between the layer of the red. So you should bring this piece facing over to the right, and we should flip the cube and do the following. So we should make sure that the yellow is on the bottom and do this. Right, up prime, and then right prime. So let's move on to the next piece, the blue and yellow. So let's get this blue and yellow closer to where it belongs, over right here. Since this time the yellow is facing towards us, but it's on the right side, we should make sure that the yellow is now facing to the left. And now you should turn the cube around so the yellow is on the bottom, and do the following. Left prime, up, and then left. If there's a case where your piece is stuck over here and you want it to flip around, then do this. Turn the cube around and do left prime, up, and then left. Now you got the piece away from here. So now let's turn it back around. It's over here now. So let's bring it over here. Since this piece is facing towards us, but it's on the left side, we should make sure that this piece is facing the right. And now we turn the cube around and do this. Right, up prime, and then right prime. There, we got the whole color. The next step is to have the edges aligned like this. See, these two edges are aligned, these two edges are aligned, and these two edges are aligned. They're in the correct position. So next what we're gonna do is make two blues come here, two greens come here, and two reds come here. So now we're gonna do algorithms. So let's take an edge piece where it belongs. For example, this red and green piece belongs right here. So let's move it where it belongs without disturbing the tip. So now we inserted that. Since we inserted that, we could hold the cube so this piece is facing towards the back. And let's do the algorithm. Right prime, left, right, left prime, up, left prime, up prime, and then left. Now we have two blues, two reds, and two greens. So we're gonna do an algorithm that's gonna finish the cube. So if you do this algorithm once and it doesn't work, you have to do it another time. So let's do right, up twice, right prime, up prime, right, up prime, and then right. And now let's make sure the tips and the edges are aligned like this. And now let's do that again. Right, up twice, right prime, up prime, right, up prime, then right prime. There, we solved the Pyramix Rubik's Cube. Great work! You just solved the Pyramix Rubik's Cube. Now it's time for the Pyramix Challenge. So I'll have my cube scrambled up. There, I have my cube scrambled up, and now I'll start. There, I solved the cube. So I solved the cube in 17 seconds. Don't forget to share your time on the comment box below. Bye everyone! Don't forget to subscribe my channel.